Until this point in the Torah, blessings have followed a relatively uniform pattern, typically invoking themes of fertility, prosperity, and triumph over enemies. Avraham, Yitzchak, and even Yaakov earlier in his life offered blessings that emphasized continuity, divine favor, and national destiny. However, in Genesis 49, Yaakov's blessings to his 12 sons break this mold dramatically. Each son receives a distinct and deeply personal message, often more like a poetic reflection or prophecy than a covenantal blessing. These utterances vary in tone. Some are laudatory, others are critical, and a few are cryptic or neutral. They also differ in temporal orientation, some looking back, referencing past actions, for example, Reuven's impulsiveness or Shimon and Levi's violence in Shechem, while others look forward to future roles and destinies, for example, Yehudah's leadership or Zevulun's maritime commerce. Interestingly, there's no clear pattern between the maternal lineage. Sons of Leah, Rachel, Bilhah, and Zilpah receive a mix of positive and negative assessments. Yaakov's language is rich with metaphor, drawing on a wide variety of imagery to characterize each son. These metaphors fall into several thematic categories. 1. Animals. Yaakov frequently uses animal imagery to convey character traits or destinies. Yehudah is likened to a lion and a lion's whelp. Pasuk 9, symbolizing strength, leadership, and regal authority. Yisachar is a strong-boned donkey. Pasuk 14, suggesting endurance and labor. Dan is a serpent on the path. Pasuk 17, invoking cunning and danger. Naphtali is a swift deer. Pasuk 21, representing agility and grace. Yosef is described as a wild donkey. Pasuk 22, perhaps indicating independence and resilience. Binyamin is a ravenous wolf. Pasuk 27, hinting at aggression and martial prowess. Shimon and Levi are compared to oxen in some rabbinic interpretations due to their violent actions in Shechem. Next, food and agriculture. Yehudah is associated with grapevines and wine, Psukim 11-12, symbols of abundance and celebration, perhaps alluding to the prosperity of his descendants. Asher is blessed with rich food and delicacies fit for kings. Pasuk 20, suggesting economic success and agricultural bounty. Group number 3, drinks and liquids. Reuven is described as unstable as water. Pasuk 4, a metaphor for his impulsive nature and lack of leadership stability. Yehudah's blessings include imagery of milk and wine, reinforcing themes of abundance and joy. Category 4, warfare and conflict. Shimon and Levi are rebuked for their violent tendencies, described as wielding weapons of violence. Pasuk 5. God is portrayed as a warrior who will be raided but will ultimately triumph. Verse 19. Yosef's blessing includes imagery of archers attacking him, yet he remains firm. Psukim 23-24, symbolizing resilience in the face of adversity. Grouping number 5, negative assessments. Reuven, Shimon, Levi, and God receive rebukes or warnings. Reuven is chastised for his instability, and for defiling his father's bed. Shimon and Levi are condemned for their wrath and violence. God's blessing, while acknowledging his martial prowess, also notes vulnerability to attack. On the other hand, Group 6 are positive assessments. Yehudah is praised as a leader and future monarch. Zevulun is blessed with prosperity through maritime trade. Dan is foretold to judge his people. Pasuk 16. Asher is promised rich food. Naphtali is described with beauty and grace. Yosef is abundantly blessed, and Binyamin is portrayed as victorious in battle. Group 7 are future-oriented blessings. Many of the blessings look ahead to the roles the tribes will play in Israel's future. Yehudah's leadership, Zevulun's trade, Dan's judicial role, and Asher's prosperity all point to future developments. Yosef's blessing, rich in agriculture and divine imagery, anticipates his descendants' prominence. The opposite to that is the past-oriented reflection. Reuven's blessing recalls his transgression with Bilhah. Shimon and Levi is a direct response to their violent actions in Shechem, showing how past behavior influences future destiny. And finally, neutral or ambiguous blessings. Benjamin's depiction as a wolf is vivid, but morally ambiguous. Does it celebrate strength or warn of violence? Yisachar's portrayal as a laboring donkey is neither clearly positive nor negative, and Naphtali's poetic description leaves room for interpretation as well. Jacob's final words to his sons are not merely blessings, but a tapestry of prophecy, rebuke, hope, and poetic metaphor. They reflect his deep understanding of each child's character and destiny, and they set the stage for the tribal identities that will shape Israel's future. The mixed metaphors, animals, agriculture, warfare, and more, serve to highlight the multifaceted nature of human personality and divine purpose. In this way, Genesis 49 stands apart as a unique and complex moment in the Torah, where blessings become biography and metaphor becomes destiny.